Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time we are in Minecraft. Why? Well, because I want to demonstrate this little cableway that I've built. This is like only a little prototype setup. I might make a way bigger one with lots more gondolas in the future. Because this one can only run 20 gondolas. I currently have nothing set up, but I will just quickly delve into the background information behind this, because what happened to Plane Crazy content? Well, Roblox updated something in their systems, and that was the moment where Plane Crazy just completely stopped working. Well, anchored blocks completely stopped working, I should specify. I was building a cableway, but that one obviously couldn't be finished anymore with like the anchor block update. So we'll be just quickly up. So I will just be quickly showcasing this. It's not going to be too in depth. It's only prototype. I will showcase the full thing in the future. So firstly, let's go quickly into the control room. Here we have a quick little on-off button. This is the speed indicator, or rather the redstone strength indicator, because what I did is I have used the the Minecraft Create Mod controller rails to power the cars. These are like all these like power cards, a mine card by like the strength, by like the redstone input strength signal. Here we have an instance of like we have a speedometer with a comparator. The comparator has an output that's like relative to that of what the speedometer says. I have created a test setup for that right here. Currently, the speed is 93 rounds per minute, which means we are getting an input strength, an output strength of 11. If we raise that to like the maximum 256, we get an output strength of 15, and if we lower that to 64, we get an output strength of 9. Very fun, very cool. So that's basically what we have used to create the cableway itself, because these modules are supposed to represent the tires, and that's why we have this really large gear ratio here, which is supposed to represent the acceleration deceleration tires, which accelerate and decelerate coach onto the cable. Obviously there are no cable physics in Minecraft, so we cannot create like an actual cable to push along. Here we have a flywheel, purely decorational. It's supposed to be like the spindle around which the cable goes around and round and round, just for funsies, I guess. Which is attached to another gear that's actually lower in the gear ratio, because this is to me this is the most aesthetically synchronized flywheel speed. We can just quickly have a look up at the station, but the station at the top is not built yet. You can see here roughly the same setup, but completely undecorated. So that's that. But I will just quickly get to the point by demonstrating one array in the maintenance bay. We can run a total of 20 cards in my latest findings, and each array has stores 6 cars. So that's then 6. So we can store a total of 36 cars in here, but we'll only be needing 20. So that's then 3 arrays and 2 extra slots. But I will only be filling 1 array. Let's do 2 halves. Just like demonstration purpose of the synchronization of the synchronization bit. The way why these roads like that is just how these contraption minecarts work. I don't really like it, but this was the only system that would have actually this is the only system that actually works properly. To get like proper results. So here we have a bunch of clutches. Each one of these clutches can control one single lane. Besides these clutch controls, we also have a speed controller here, which is a slow, medium, and fast shunting speed, which is only across the outermost lanes. This the input lane, the output lane, and the loop lane. So we're gonna have to time these. Dispatch properly, otherwise the distance between the cards will vary too much, because what you would want to have is a similar distance possible. Visually this distance looks the same, but it might be that this card, like the card from the other array, is a bit too close or a bit too far apart, which will mean that dispatches aren't like perfectly timed. At the moment, I do not have a module to assist with the perfect timing of the cars, though in real life cableways those do exist. They have like one specific tire that like regulates that. However, to get one specific tire to turn off, you'd have to make a block. You'd have to make a block section basically. I avoided block sections here because I didn't really need block sections, because like the cars don't specifically need to stop. But if I want to control one individual tire, one individual piece of track, what I would have to do is I would have to break up one piece of rail. But if the speed on the trucks are really slow, the train will the mine carts or gondolas will lose speed, and the speed that this last will make it harder for the cars to go over the gap. Let me just quickly make a thumbnail screenshot from here. Yeah, the cable isn't really perfect either, but it's good. It's good enough in my opinion. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Alright, then we can come up here to the station. Nothing interesting going on here, because well, it's like an extra station. There isn't really much to it at the moment, and I probably won't be doing anything else with this either, because well, this is like, well, I dislike that this example can only fit so few tracks, and that compared to what cableways are usually like, it's also somewhat unrealistic. So that's why I am gonna be making a second version, and I'm probably gonna be operating that second version only. But I'm just quickly gonna be demonstrating this to you in case you want to build a cableway system, because you can technically do this completely in survival. I'd say that the hardest parts for survival would be to get like the cables right, and then like these bits. But this is all over engineered to make it like look nice, because if you look at it from the side, you almost can't see it. There are like things in between. It's only when you look at like from the front or on the mini map that you will be able to see more clearly that there's something there. Unfortunately, I do not know how to remove this, but still keep the functionality, because what we can do with this version is we can just shut it down, and then the entirety of the track will be shut down. If this bit of track was controlled individually by a regular lever, that means that this card would have continued to go down until the block section right here. But because the acceleration, because the acceleration and deceleration rate remain the same, but the distance has been shortened, it will crash into the next card, which means the system is perfect for what it is. But like its exact functionalities are subject to change for whenever I'm gonna be making the next version, basically. So, quick overview of the maintenance bay. It is basically any other it's basically any other kind of cableway, gondola way, maintenance bay type thing. The amount of arrays depends on how much gondolas you would normally have. Have on a cableway. Usually, though, there aren't two individual tracks because they just shunt it forwards and backwards through the same track. But obviously, I'm using controller rails, and these like one way. I cannot run a card in like this direction on this track because of like little arrow thingies, and because it's like speed control. So I'd imagine you only want it to go like in one direction instead of having the cars be able to be like pushed in two different directions. But I think I did a perfect job at creating a realistic cableway system specifically for Minecraft purposes. Now, if you have any feedback or anything else you would like to know about this system, just post, just say it in the say it in the comments, and I will have a look at it to see what exactly I can do with it. But for now, this is version 1 of my own little custom cableway system. And I hope to see people improve upon this concept. I think it is. I think it is very versatile. Could have a lot of good use cases. Specifically, if you just like to see these little gondolas move out and about. I think it's a pretty good system to be using. To obviously maybe like transportation of cargo on a survival like a survival world, you might rather want rather want to have like a train based gondola system instead of a minecart based gondola system, or a contraption based gondola system, whatever it's called. So I'll just be quickly removing this again so I can save the world again without being cluttered. Not saving us like any issues, but just so it won't clutter later. There is no chance of accidental corruption or anything. I don't know exactly how that works. So yeah, that's all done for now, and I will see what I can do, what I can improve on the system, basically. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video, be it Roblox, Minecraft, or any other game for that matter.